One of the 5 characteristics I talked about earlier is visualization. Guys, I really believe that this is the key to success. I am totally not messing with you. I used to sit, and still do, close my eyes, and maybe you have time to do it once a day, once a week, once a month, whenever. Hopefully it's once a day for 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 5 minutes. And smile real big. Turn off phones, no chatter, no noise, no electronics, and close your eyes and visualize where you see yourself in a week, 2 weeks, a year, 5 years, and live it. Live it. I know this may sound corny, I'm not an alien, but maybe I am an alien. I'm starting to get a tail, thanks to NX. That was good, wasn't it? See, yeah, okay. So, I want to say 99% of the great things that happened in my life was because I saw it. I manifested it, I thought about it, I drank it, I ate it, and I wouldn't stop. To me, in order to get to where you want to go, if you want your store to have this income level, and you want your complete nutrition products to get this level of sales or whatever, you got to live it and you got to see it. And then your goal is, from then on, is to do the things you need to do to make that visualization happen. I'm going to tell you two quick stories, real quick, because I got some good content I want to make sure to get to. Is when I first got to Dallas, Texas. And folks, I came from a family of teachers. Nobody was in sales. I was a mistake. I came way after my brothers and sisters. All teachers, PhDs, which I still don't know what that means. And that was funny, wasn't it? And I got in sales right away. I mean, so I had no mentors. We didn't even say the word mentor. I had none of that stuff. So all this stuff I experienced, all these things I'm telling you about, I did from the very beginning of my career, and I had to visualize this stuff. So one of the stories I have for you is when I got to Dallas, and I'd love to go through all of it, and I believe it's in Common Sense Selling. I know that this story's in my next book, but I went to a company called Pulte Home Builders. You guys familiar with the name Pulte in your city? P-U-L-T-E? Okay, well, they're not in Omaha, but they're huge in Dallas, Fort Worth. And I called up the lady. I called up because I had heard that they were a great company to work for. I've never been in real estate. I just out of the blue. I've never sold real estate. She said, send in a resume. I said, well, where's your corporate office? And I didn't know much about Dallas. So I ended up driving to the corporate office. I had to go to a consignment store, and I bought a 3-piece suit. I didn't own a suit. I had like $500 in my pocket. I went to Dallas with no money, but I knew I'd get a job waiting tables or something. So I go there with a 3-piece suit on, and I have my resume, which was laughable. There was nothing on it. I gave it to the lady, the receptionist, and she said, you know, you need an appointment. And she goes, we've got 4 area managers and you need an appointment. I said, well, I just like to visit with somebody, just anybody. And I said, I can just sit here and wait. And she goes, well, like I said, you have to have an appointment. I said, I know, but if somebody's got 5 minutes. I went and sat in the lobby, and I sat there, and I think it was 3 hours. And finally, a lady looks out over into the lobby like this and goes, are you Van? And I said, yeah. And she had a smile on her face. She goes, come on back. And she's, come on back, I'll visit with you, one of the 4 area managers. And she's looking at my resume, and she started laughing. And I'm like, well, what's so funny? And it said in there, sales experience. And I put, I was the king of the carnival in 2nd grade for selling the most carnival tickets. That's the only experience I had in sales. Where you got to go door to door and sell carnival tickets when you're in 2nd grade. That's all I had. So she's laughing, and she's got this little smirk on her face. She goes, well, what makes you think you can sell real estate? And I said, I've had my friends tell me that I'd be really good at it. So long story short, moving forward, I said, I'll tell you what, Miss King. Her name was Emma King. If I'm not your number one salesman in 6 months, you can fire me. Matter of fact, you don't have to fire me, I'll just leave. I know nothing about sales. I didn't come in from a sales family. I just wanted this badly. Once again, if not me, who? If not now, when? Once again, I got a smirk on her, from her, and she goes, you know what I'll do? She goes, I'm going to have you go out to these model homes and work with Bernard and Catherine for the weekend, and all I want you to do is to greet people when they walk in the door and pass them off to the salespeople. So I did that, and long story short, they got back with Emma and said, yeah, he did a real good job with people. I wasn't their number one salesman in 6 months. Do you think I called her and said, fire me, or I quit my job? No. But I worked my tail off to learn and bust my tail every day. Every day I'd visualize. Every day I'd close my eyes, because when I first started, they had an awards banquet. Like my first week, so I went to this awards banquet and I saw these guys getting all these trophies. And I want the President's Cup, which is the number one salesman for Dallas-Fort Worth. So long story short, I got 4 of those. But I'm telling you this because I visualized from that night. I would visualize them calling my name and walking up on stage and getting this beautiful gold cup. Visualization works. You can use it with your store, with where you want to be, because what that makes you do is you have this in your head, and it makes you want to work harder. It makes you want to put programs together and ideas, which we're going to cover a couple in just a minute, that I want to share with you. The other story that, I've got 100 of them, but the other one I wanted to point out to you is in college, when I first realized how important visualization is. When I played football, I was an outside linebacker, and I usually got to play when everybody else was hurt. I was not a great athlete, which is cool. I just wasn't. I think it was a choice. I didn't do the things you need to do to be a great athlete. But we had a game coming up on a Saturday, and I always wanted to pick off a pass and score a touchdown. That was like, if I can do that, I'm a happy camper. I may have, celebrate with 5 more beers than I normally would have right after the game, sometimes before the game. Anyway, like I said, I didn't take it serious. But here's what I did. So I'd visualize me picking off a pass and scoring a touchdown. So at night, nothing wrong with being dorky and corny. When I'd wash my face before bed, soap, all that stuff, get the water, and I'd splash it on my face 6 times, and I'd look in the mirror and I'd go touchdown for 6 points. I did it every night from Monday till the game time on Saturday. And I told people, share your goals, which we're going to discuss too. I shared my goals with everybody. I told everybody I saw that week, I'm scoring a touchdown this Saturday, and people were laughing. Man, you're lucky to even get in the dang game, scoring a touchdown. And then my buddy, who gave me a ride to the pregame meal Saturday morning, dropped me off, and he had to bartend that night. And I said, make sure you turn on the game tonight because I'm scoring a touchdown. Yeah, okay, yeah, right. What are you smoking? And I said, I'm actually out. And so anyway, long story short, I pick off a pass, I run it 32 yards, I score a touchdown, and we win by my 6 points. I'm not telling you that to, rah-rah. That's the only thing I ever did decent with a football uniform on. Promise you. But the point is, I saw it in my head. I visualized it. I wanted it. I talked about it. With everybody, I talked about it. Visualization is a characteristic that I promise you works.